Good morning, Link Smith from the Oregon Department of Forestry, Incident Management Team 3, part of the Incident Unified Command here today. One of the things we get when we come to these fires is a letter of intent from our agency administrators. And I've brought that up to you guys before, but one of the things in that, to boil it down pretty safely and simply, is to put the fire out. So again, I mentioned safety there first. We do that as number one. Number two, that's our primary objective. Well, you're going to hear a little bit about transition today, as once again we're transitioning to another team. Our goal when we do this properly is that what you guys see out there on the ground isn't going to change. You're going to see a few faces, you're going to hear a few different names, make sure you know what those communications are and who it is you're working for. But if we do this properly, again, we're going to go through another transition today to the PNW 2 team, and what you guys should see is seamless out there. So again, what I'd like you to focus on today is one, safety. Number two is just keeping up the job that we're doing to meet that leader's intent to get this fire out. Have a good day.
Good morning, I'm Dana Skelly. I'm a fire behavior analyst. And what's going to happen today, tomorrow, through this weather change is what you guys would expect. It's going to get clearer more of the time. We're getting into a little more of an unstable period and the winds are shifting around. So you're going to see fire where you may not have seen it in a little while, and where you do have it, it's likely to be more active. The south-facing slopes are where you have the best chance of getting some fire up into the crowns and getting some short runs from time to time. Again, once things clear, I know that's happening mostly after 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Once things hit the north-facing slopes, the fuels aren't as receptive, things are dropping down. So anybody who was out in Oscar yesterday and saw the activity from the day before coming up Tucker Gap, and where it got to the ridge and it petered out once it hit over that around the 815 road. That's what you can expect more of, especially over the next couple days with this weather change coming into place. So what we have, on the south side, everybody needs to keep track of what the winds are doing right now and how they're going to be shifting around, especially as we get later in the day, and then through tomorrow it'll be pretty different from what we've seen the last couple of days, last couple of weeks for a lot of you. But last night, Division Hotel, things are continuing to come together in Division Hotel, and there's actually been some good activity overnight up around Drop Point, between the Division break, Drop Point 53, and then things are continuing to close in around the Rock Pit and up by Elkhorn Spring. When you get over the other major activity overnight, as we've been talking about, the Columbus fire is picking up and working its way down to the southeast. And in Division Oscar, we've seen a good amount of activity all through this northeast chunk, and it's all just wanting to close in. That's what fire wants to do. It's persistent. So even when you have quiet days, fire finds a way to last, and then you get a good change in weather and you get some alignment with your topography, and then things stand up. So a lot of you folks are working down on the south end of the fire, doing some great work there. The main concern down there is always snags, all the shallow rooted stuff that's tipping over on you. I know that's on everybody's minds. But up here and where there has been heat, you can expect to see some more things standing up and maybe a little bit more of a game to watch for the next couple of days. Thanks, everybody.
Good morning, everyone. Vaughn Gruber with Team Safety with PNW 2. It's a new day. A lot of new faces. We've heard a little bit about some new fire behavior going on and some new missions going on. So one thing that does stay constant with all the new is the hazards are still there. So we're asking you guys to be real diligent, identify those, notify people about them, and then mitigate them. And with those things going on, we should be able to, every one of us, be home with our families at the end of this and back here this evening. So have a great new day, and we'll see you guys back here tonight.
Morning, everybody.
Morning.
I'm Rob Allen. I'm the Deputy Incident Commander for PNW 2. Chris Schulte is up at the other camp doing the briefing this morning with part of our team up there also. We wanted to talk a little bit. You've heard about change and all today. Right now we want to welcome you all to being a part of PNW 2. One of the things that we got a great opportunity is working with Link's ODF team number 3. So as of right now, we're going forward as part of either PNW 3 or ODF team number 3. We expect you as to be all a part of that same team. They're all a part of that project. We're working together here in camp trying to make sure that things go as smoothly as possible out in the field and get you folks what you need. But if you need something, you need to be able to find one of us on either team and talk to them, and we'll figure out what we need to do to get that happening. The second thing I wanted to cover this morning too, we talked a little bit, you heard yesterday about complacency and more about change, things are happening. There's a lot of stuff going on around the rest of the region, around the rest of the country. A lot of people looking for resources to get on fires that are still up and moving. This one we've got looking pretty good right now. We've got a couple places that are still open, but we have to remember to ourselves that everything we do out here today, everything we do on this line matters. Where we are today, if we're down on the southern end of the fire, finishing that stuff up so folks can get back to their homes, people get back to their lives, things can get back to normal around here. We can get roads opened up, evacuation levels lifted, that matters. If we're up in the special area, we're up on the a hotel where we're looking at that piece of stuff is also up there that needs to get put in, needs to get done. That matters what we do out there. It's a great part of that. The whole we do this, so we come in with different team names, different shirts, different ball caps, different agencies. We all wear green pants. And that's what people see out there in the field. People see out there when you're going through town, when they're talking to you. It's all a part of our information shop, like it's called the Green Pant Nation. Everybody doesn't distinguish between ODF or the Forest Service or BLM or private contractor or agency. We're all a part of the Green Pant Nation. We're all out here to do one mission. What we do out there matters. Have a good day, and we'll see you here tonight.